For more on this, we are being joined by Jonah Blank, who is the former foreign policy advisor to President Joe Biden. He's joining us live from Washington, D.C. Jonah, welcome back to WION. U.S. House Speaker Mike Johnson says that Ukraine should be able to fight the war as they see fit. What are your thoughts on that, and what could happen in your view?
Well, thank you for having me on. I think that there's enough international support for the idea of allowing Ukraine to use NATO weapons for attacks on Russian soil that this is not really going to be likely to escalate the war. The UK, Lithuania, and Finland have already agreed to this type of dispensation, and all three of them are under much more direct threat from Vladimir Putin than the US is.
And that's very interesting. And how is it that we see a change of course now? Because the United States, notably the Biden administration, seemed to have always taken the least confrontational approach when it came to dealing with Ukraine, its policies on Ukraine and whatnot. What is the change?
Well, President Biden has been quite careful not to escalate the war, and rightly so. I mean, this is a dangerous situation. And let's be clear, that if the decision is taken to allow Ukraine to use US-sourced weapons for attacks on Russian soil, that would be a danger. But let's also look at the other side of the equation. Vladimir Putin, at least in my judgment, is unlikely to take a reckless action in the next half year, precisely because of the pending American election. Right now, Vladimir Putin has a 50% chance of seeing a US administration a year from now that will give him everything he wants. If Mr. Trump is elected, he's made pretty clear that he will withdraw US support for Ukraine and might even withdraw the US from NATO. If Vladimir Putin were to take reckless action before the election, that would likely hurt the cause of him getting Mr. Trump elected, which very much is in Putin's interest.
All right. Thank you so much for that, Mr. Jonah Blank. I look forward to speaking to you again very soon as we follow this story.
Thank you.
For all the latest news, download the WION app and subscribe to our YouTube channel.